Waha! Fight me, scoundrel, if you dare. Ah! 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 No. I die for my country. We love to view ancient masculinity as some sort of divine and holy thing that only came from sword fighting and glory in battle. But winning victories is not what made those ancient warriors men. The reason I chose to talk about ancient people in this video about masculinity, kind of still a modern topic, is because I believe that the ancient people had the simplest definition for it. And the definition is simply being someone others can rely on. That's it. And if you don't believe me, the funny thing about history is that it often did not respect the people that we would consider today as like the alpha males, the masculine guys living in Dubai. Here's a case study. The Roman Emperor Nero. He was the most powerful man on the planet at the time. He had everything. He had like 20 Bugattis, or I guess horse-drawn carriages. He had all the money, all of the women, and yet everybody hated him. The fact that he was powerful and successful didn't make him a masculine or good person. It simply made people despise him. Now, this is something you don't often hear a lot because I feel like a lot of people online really want to romanticize ancient discipline kind of as an excuse for why they can't be disciplined in the modern day. Because if I say, oh, ancient discipline was just about like killing people with swords, okay, obviously I can't do that today. Oh, therefore that's my excuse, like I don't have to. But try and just consider for the next few minutes this other definition for masculinity, this more ancient one, because maybe, just maybe, it can help you lead a more fulfilling life if you just try and follow it for like a week. Because in reality, the greatest men of history, the George Washingtons, the Marcus Aureliuses, they weren't revered, they weren't respected for the power they had over others, the power they had to win battles. Because yes, they had to win battles. But what was more important is what they did after those battles, how they came home and how they governed their people. Because the true power, the true masculinity in a man doesn't come from beating another man. It comes from seeing another man struggling and showing genuine compassion. Notice how nothing in the definition of masculinity here says anything about you. All it says is stuff about other people, basically how you help other people. Being someone others can rely on can simply mean doing the chores at your house, helping your parents with the dishes, taking the dog out, or simply doing one hobby. You don't have to do 10. You don't even have to be good at it. Simply doing one hobby because you genuinely care about it, because you genuinely find it fun. And still doing it even if you don't get 1 million views or like $10,000 a month for it. I think a lot of people have recently forgotten just how simple a good life can be. It doesn't have to be complex. It doesn't have to be in the $900 course the influencer is trying to sell you. Because in reality, I found those influencers constantly try and make it seem like these concepts are a lot more complex than they actually are. Because if they are this complex, then they actually have something to teach you. But if they were truly simple, no one would buy their courses, right? So basically what I'm saying is that the Andrew Tates of ancient history's time were not celebrated like the Andrew Tates of today's time. And I think that's just comes from like a really big dramatic social shift in like the values and beliefs we have, because a lot of those values and beliefs aren't even ours. They are the values and beliefs of other people that tell us through a screen, almost like I'm telling you right now. So, you know, if this video resonated with you at all, maybe try and consider this definition of masculinity. I'm obviously not telling you that you have to live like those ancient desert monks or something. But yeah, this is only like my second video on this channel, so hopefully you found it interesting. Hopefully the skit at the start was at least a little funny. And yeah, as an action step, don't watch so much self-improvement content. Don't let other people tell you what to do so much. And I guess try and find simple solutions to not so simple problems, right? Subscribe.